I want to know, what is the single best advice you've ever received?
Well, this came to me when my organization, Los Angeles Drama Club, had first become a nonprofit. And it was very terrifying for us to ask for help. We'd been doing it on our own. And the piece of advice, talking to somebody who'd been through the process before of starting a nonprofit, was A, not to be afraid to ask for help, and B, it takes just as much work to ask for help from someone who can only give you a little tiny bit of help as it does to ask for help from somebody who can give you a huge amount of help. For instance, with a grant, it's just as much work to apply for a $1,000 grant as it is to apply for a $1 million grant. So don't be afraid to go to the people who can really, really make a difference in your life, as opposed to being timid and saying, okay, I'll just ask this person who can help me a little. Right. The advice was, go to that person who can change your life and say, this is what I need.
Oh, that's great advice. You're talking about not playing small. If you have a big dream, what you're doing is actually giving to the world. So you're not asking, you're asking for help to help.
Exactly.
So, yes, because I know a lot of my clients feel uncomfortable with that because they feel like, oh, I don't want to ask people for favors, but you're really not. You're actually offering them a gift to help.
Exactly.
You know, if you want to look at it that way. That's wonderful. So what is the biggest self-growth hurdle you had to overcome?
Well, it goes along with that. It was I tend to be one of those people who finds it easier to just do it myself. And then I have to realize my limitations and realize that, wow, there's only one of me and there's 24 hours in a day. And I need to, A, have the courage to ask for help, as I said in the last question, but also realize that other people can bring their unique gifts to something. It might not be exactly the way I would do it. Okay. But I have to let go and say, that person could teach me something. That person could do it better than I, even though it's different. And in my mind, I'm thinking, no, this is the way I do it, and it has to be done that way. And then kind of realizing, wow, if I bring these other people into the fold, then they might be able to teach me something, and they might be able to do something that isn't within my skill set. So it's that kind of letting go and saying, I need help, and even though you're different from me, I'm going to trust that you're going to be able to help me.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense, and that's interesting. Nobody's shared that with me yet. So, wonderful. Okay. So, what does it take to be in the top 1% of your field and be happy?
Well, the first thing, I think the people who are really making a difference in my field, they have to be passionate. You have to be passionate about it. This is not something you do to pass the time. And that's what I've noticed in terms of finding those people to bring into the organization, is I need to see that spark in their eyes that says, I'm willing to sacrifice, I'm willing to do something for this. This is not just something that I'm going to pass the time. You know, oh yeah, I have a little spare time, so I'll help out a little bit. I want people who are going to be thinking about it when they go to sleep at night, and, you know, trying to solve the next problem and having that spark of passion. So it's definitely the passion. And then at the same time, it's the ability to make things happen, to be organized, to get things done, to set goals. There are a lot of people who are passionate. And when you're competing with all of them, whether it's to get a grant or whether it's to attract audiences, they're going to be attracted to your passion. But if you don't have the organizational and management skills behind that, then you're not going to be able to deliver anything that's going to change their lives or inspire them or anything else. It needs to be kind of the perfect marriage of the two.